Hi there, it's Michael Ackerman coming to you from Seattle, Washington, where I do sell real estate with Coldwell Banker Bain. Today's video blog is about using your agent, and I'll explain to you what that means. When you are a seller or a buyer, it's a great idea to work with an agent, and I have a blog that I've done about that for some of the reasons why. But when you're in the middle of a transaction and you are being represented by a broker or an agent, use that agent to deliver the news to the other party. The sellers should really not talk directly to the buyers, and the buyers should really not talk directly to the sellers. After all the negotiating is done, like the original negotiations of the deal, and especially the inspection contingency and or resale contingency if it's a condo, it's sometimes okay for the buyers and sellers to talk, but I really don't recommend it. Sometimes misunderstandings can happen. Sometimes an agent can really temper any news that needs to go back and forth, and that's our job, is to really negotiate on your behalf as the client. The reason I'm bringing this up is there was an agent in our office that told me a story the other day about his seller, and when they got an offer from the buyer, they of course looked the buyer up on Facebook, or they Googled them, I think. So in this world of social media, it's very easy to find out a lot of information about either the buyer or the seller that you're involved with. The seller ended up contacting the buyer, they ended up talking, and then they actually ended up getting into a kind of a discussion about some of the inspection items that weren't done yet. Tempers flared, the deal almost fell apart. The agents got back involved and said, really don't talk to each other. You should really talk to us and we will talk to each other. So really do use your agent to help represent your best interest and your needs in a transaction. And again, in this day of social media, it's very easy to look up information about the other party. If you want to become friends or you want to, get to know the buyer or seller better, do it after the closing. That's a lot safer. This is Michael Ackerman. If you have any questions about real estate, feel free to email me at michaelackerman@cbbain.com. And do remember, it's all about the connection.